This is Making Healthy Choices, proudly serving your family with professional health solutions for 20 years. And now, here's your host, Brittany Stewart.
Hello and welcome to Making Healthy Choices, a program designed to educate and encourage you and your family on your journey toward health and wellness. I'm your host, Brittany Stewart, and over the next 30 minutes, you're going to hear from health experts as well as regular people just like you on how making a few simple, healthy choices can change your life. With over 20 years of experience, we believe that there is hope for healing through supplementation. There's hope for a new you, which is why we created our most powerful product package yet, and the results are in. Just listen to what Stephanie and Christy had to say after supplementing with our exclusive New You Pack.
Within the first few days of taking the New You Pack, I could feel a significant difference. I did feel an increase in energy. It was one of those, you know how you get around 3 o'clock and you're like, oh my gosh, I need some more coffee? On the days that I took them, I didn't really get that sluggish point.
After having my fourth kid, I actually started taking these supplements. I did notice a difference. I had that extra energy, the boost of energy in the afternoon. That was one of the biggest things that I loved about the supplements, was having that extra energy and just kind of like gave me a little bit more stamina to make it through the rest of the day.
I probably called my mom within a week telling her that she needed to take these vitamins and try them out because they were really improving my life and making a difference.
I would definitely encourage my friends and family to take them just because of the difference that I noticed personally, having a little bit more clarity and just actually feeling the difference.
The New You Pack gives you focus and energy and is something that everybody should try.
And I'm now joined by our very own Dr. Rodrigo Rodriguez, MD, educator and director of the BioCare Hospital in Baja, California. And doctor, we hear testimonies like Stephanie and Christy's all the time. When people begin to make healthy choices, particularly when starting to supplement, they see a dramatic increase in energy. Why is that?
Well, the answer is very simple, because they need them. They need all these supplements. And actually, the more you need them, the more changes you're going to see in your everyday life. You're going to feel a lot better, a lot stronger, the more you need them, because they're lacking in your life. We are a society that's very depleted on minerals. That's why it's so important to supplement them. But we're also deficient in vitamins, in essential vitamins, that we have to bring back into our life. This is like the battery. You charge the battery with minerals, with blood, with oxygen, with all these things. And if you don't have enough of that, you're going to feel sluggish and you're going to lose all your energy by midday. And that's not what you want. And that's what people are telling us. When you start supplementing, your life changes for the better. You have all this energy because your batteries are actually working a lot better. So this packet is going to make a difference because you need it.
So why are the elements in this New You Pack so important?
Well, for one, it has one of my favorite products of all times, which is the mineral concentrate. Minerals are very important and are the #1 deficiency in America for many reasons. The fact is that we are depleted. So we need all these minerals that come from the soil, that have to be naturally sourced, that have to be in the right proportion, because one mineral works with the other, with the next one. So it's important that you get a complementary formula for the minerals. And this is in solution. You don't have to digest it. You don't have to do anything. You just put a few drops of this wonderful product, and you're going to see a big difference. The other one is vitamin E. Life is in the blood. If we don't have enough blood to our hearts, to our lungs, to our brain, to our kidneys, we're going to be suffering and we're going to be having problems. Well, vitamin E enhances blood flow to all these organs, besides being one of the most powerful antioxidants that you can get. Vitamin D, well, I couldn't say enough. Vitamin D is one of the wonderful nutrients that has really recently, I should say, rediscovered, because we have found out that not only can help a lot of the functions in the body, but it also works like a hormone. So again, it's going to boost your energy. And the last one is the B12. B12 is absolutely the energy vitamin. So put all these together, and what you have a wonderful formula, a wonderful packet that's going to make a very important difference in your life.
So is it ever too late to begin supplementing?
Well, I'm glad you asked me that because this is a very frequent question. And people say, you know what, I'm older or I haven't done haven't taken very good care of myself, etc. No, it's never late. You always have to do it. You always have to stop. Every day is a good day to stop and think, what can I do for my own body and what can I do to help myself? And this is the time to do it, and this is the perfect time to start because you're going to see big difference in your life.
Thank you so much, Doctor. So if you're like millions of Americans looking for an all-natural health solution, now is the time to pick up the telephone and give us a call at 1-800-965-2345 or visit our website, mhclife.com. The new U-Pack is only $49.95, and if you act right now, we'll even pay to ship it to you. Our products are the highest quality, and you can't find them in stores. So call or click right now. Here at Making Healthy Choices, we believe that today is a new day and that it's time for a new you. But it all starts with a decision. So go to the phone right now and call 1-800-965-2345. You have nothing to lose with our money-back guarantee. Give us a call right now.
Today is your day. This is your moment. Life is calling. Introducing the new U-Pack from Making Healthy Choices. This incredible package includes vitamin B12 with folic acid to promote focus and support cardiovascular health, vitamin D3 to build strong bones and muscles, vitamin E400, an all-natural antioxidant, and mineral concentrate, essential for maximum cell function and performance. Just listen to what people are saying.
I really liked the new U-Pack.
The new U-Pack for me was just, was great.
You know, when you share it with your family, you know it's good.
I'm excited about it. I mean, genuinely excited about it.
The new U-Package works great for me, and I recommend it.
This exclusive package is yours for the low price of $49.95, and shipping is free. It's time for a new you. It's time for life.
The way that I define healthy in my office with patients is very specific. And so a healthy person doesn't look like anything in specific. A healthy person has the ability to dissipate the stress of life. And we define the stresses of life in three ways. We talk about physical stress, biochemical stress, and emotional stress. So I'll give you an example. So physical stress would be twofold. It would be an acute trauma, like a hit in a football game, a rear-end motor vehicle accident, a slip and fall. Those are acute traumas that create stress on the body's nervous system. There's another type of physical stress that we see way more common would be postural loading. So the way somebody sits with their head shooting out forward, carrying a backpack, women wearing high heels, pregnancies create a lot of stress on the body. So the physical stress bioaccumulates over time, and when that happens, that creates stress and chaos in the nervous system. The second piece of the stress puzzle is one that we call biochemical, and biochemical examples would be things that you put in your body that you ingest that create stress on the nervous system. So it could be caffeine, it could be alcohol, it could be sugar, it could be genetically modified foods, it could be gluten. So all of those things have a negative or deleterious effect on the body, typically with inflammation. And then the last thing is the emotional stress. And what we talk to patients about is when you have an emotional stress event, whether you have a problem at work or you have a financial problem or something with a relationship, when you go under that surge of stress, physiologically you feel different. Your palms sweat, your heart rate changes. So that being said, the physical stress, the food or the biochemical stress, and then the emotional stress, a healthy person can dissipate those because we know and we educate our patients that all three of those stresses are present every day of our life. Healthy people dissipate those with no problem. So when we talk to patients then about what does it mean to be healthy? It doesn't look like any particular person, skinny, fat, tall, or short. What it looks like is somebody that's able to dissipate and deal with these stresses. So the last thing I'll share with you and how we educate patients is the nervous system is like a circuit board in your basement, and there's a bunch of fuses on it. And so the stress of life comes into that main conduit. And a healthy circuit board never blows a fuse. But when you get in a car accident and you lose your job and you have a fight with your spouse all on the same day, that surge overloads the circuit board, and all of a sudden fuses start to trip, and then symptoms present. People get headaches and back pain and low back pain and sciatica, and all of those things are because of an overload to the circuit board. So unhealthy people, in our opinion, are people that don't deal very well with stress. Everything's a big deal. They internalize it all. And when they internalize it over long periods of bioaccumulation, they start to express themselves with symptoms.
So if you're watching and thinking, that's me, if you're tired and stressed out, we want you to know that you're not alone and that the health you've always dreamed of can become a reality. But you have to make a choice. You have to choose a lifestyle of health and wellness. And most importantly, you have to believe that you're good enough to be healthy. And you know what? It's true. You are good enough, and today is the start of the new you. It's time for life, so give us a call right now. The new you pack is only $49.95, and if you act now, shipping is free. You can order online at our website, mhclife.com, or by calling 1-800-965-2345. And while you're going to the phone or computer, let's hear from Radhika and Yasmina about their journey while taking the new you pack.
I would say that your health is your greatest investment. And this is just such a small investment for such great benefits.
Because this was the first vitamin regimen that I have ever taken, I actually didn't know what to expect.
Being an active mom of 3 children, a pastor and a business owner, I need lots of energy.
I was really pleasantly surprised that about after a week, I really started feeling the difference.
I have taken vitamins before, and I have never experienced the change like I have with this product.
And I was really excited when I saw the results. It caused me to want to continue taking them.
So I am a true believer, and not only for myself, but I've shared it with my family members, and they have had the same experience. So, you know, when you share it with your family, you know it's good.
Today is your day. This is your moment. Life is calling. Introducing the new U pack from Making Healthy Choices. This incredible package includes vitamin B12 with folic acid to promote focus and support cardiovascular health, vitamin D3 to build strong bones and muscles, vitamin E400, an all-natural antioxidant, and mineral concentrate, essential for maximum cell function and performance. Just listen to what people are saying.
I really liked the new U pack.
The new U pack for me was just was great.
You know, when you share it with your family, you know it's good.
I'm excited about it. I'm genuinely excited about it.
The new U package works great for me, and I recommend it.
This exclusive package is yours for the low price of $49.95, and shipping is free. It's time for a new you. It's time for life.
If you're like me and you love a great breakfast sandwich, don't go to the drive-thru. I'll show you how to make this great healthy choice right here. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is I've got my little egg pan here, and as good as I am, I do have a tiny egg pan. This is great because it's going to fit into my multi-grain ciabatta I got right here, and I've chosen even to be healthier egg whites. So I'm going to pour those in there and make myself a nice little 2 egg size. And the nice thing about the egg whites is that you have 0 cholesterol and you have 0 fat in that compared to a regular egg. So I'm going to put that on low-medium heat over here. I've chose some spinach today. Some nice spinach, and we're going to add a little flavor to that with a purple onion. And I have some capers here, which are little Italian berries I like that we're going to use. Instead of butter, we chose a mascarpone cheese, which actually has half as much fat as a butter, so you're thinking that's good too. And then we've got some balsamic vinegar, so we're going to wilt down our spinach. You don't have to wilt it down, but I like it warm, a nice warm sandwich in the morning. So we're going to put that in on medium-high heat, and I'm going to throw my onion in there. And right now our egg white's going on. And you can actually make your egg whites and things ahead of time. So there's no reason to go through that drive-in. There's nothing in that drive-in that you're gonna like or that's good for you. So do this right here. A little onion, take a little bit of balsamic. You notice we have no butter, no oil. Just a quick wilt down. Won't take long at all. Butter her up here with my mascarpone, right there. I'm gonna put my capers on there so they'll stick and they won't fall over my lap. Put a slice of tomato. Fresh, healthy. See, all that's already reduced down to about a sandwich size. It looked like a lot when we started, but it's really not. Take that off my heat, set it right there. Just enough toppings for my one sandwich. Okay, got my capers here. I'll put those down, make sure they stick. A little briny going on. Tomato. Okay, now check my egg here. We're all set there. You notice I didn't use any oil or butter or anything going on there. It's non-stick. So I'm gonna slide that out of there. Slide it right out without dropping it. There you go. Egg white. Now we take our spinach and our onion right there with our balsamic. Got that on there. I got a little basil here. So a couple tears of basil, fresh basil. That is awesome right there. And then we put the lid on that. Right there. Good sandwich, not at the drive-thru. It's ours. We made it ourselves. Healthy, good for you. For this recipe and more, go to mhclife.com.
Stress is probably the #1 cause of disease and death that we experience. And what is stress? Stress, well, let me just start by saying what is non-stress? The body's ability to adapt to the environment, the ability to adapt to what is right now. And stress is when we're not able to adapt. And I really believe that, yes, we have stress with we're not eating properly, we're not exercising, we're not releasing that. But a lot of times, as Americans, we're told, well, we need to just reduce our stress or manage our stress. I'm not a big believer in managing stress. Who wants to manage something that is so negative? Why not just look at managing and creating peace and look at our lives and say, okay, what do I choose? How would I choose to live my life? And what can I do to increase the peace and the joy that I have in my life? We as humans, we spend so much time trying to adapt to those things that we may have no business adapting to. We try to control those things we have no control over instead of focusing on the things we can change and the things that we can make choices about. And when we do that, there's an empowerment that comes with that. And all of a sudden, it doesn't feel as stressful, because when you're in an empowered state, you can have a lot of so-called stressful events going on around you, and you're unfazed by it because you're choosing. I think the greatest combat to stress is choice, positive, healthy choice. And when we start to do that, all of a sudden, we're starting to choose peace, and stress just kind of takes a second seat.
And we're joined once again by Dr. Rodrigo Rodriguez. And doctor, when we hear words like change and choice, how important is it to remember that real health doesn't come from a drug or a diet pill? In order to be healthy, there are specific lifestyle changes that need to be made.
Well, I couldn't have said it better myself. People rely too much on medical options. If we cannot sleep, we look for a sleeping pill. If we cannot wake up, we're going to go to caffeine. If we're tired, we're going to take also a drug. We're always looking for these type of remedies, never looking inside and see, what am I doing wrong? Because you might be doing things that are not very right. If we start eating different, if we start making some of those changes, it'll be very easy for you, and the results are absolutely fantastic. And you know what? You can start in a very simple, painless way. And by that, I would start with supplementation. Why supplementation? Because there's not much to it. You just make a phone call, you get a full pack, everything has been arranged for you to take. You start with your minerals, with your vitamin E, your vitamin D, and your B12, and you're going to feel how the energy starts to boost, how it starts being produced. You're going to feel how your batteries literally get charged, and you're going to see that as you go, you feel better and better every day and every day and every day. And that way, then you start making the other changes, like moving around a little bit more, doing some exercise, and make sure you eat right, because nothing substitutes good eating. And if you start doing all these little by little, you don't have to be afraid. It's going to be all good for you.
We've heard so many dramatic testimonies throughout the years. Is it possible for every person watching to be healthy?
It's possible for every person to be healthy, yes, because that's the way God made us. God made us to be healthy. We have survived on this earth for thousands of years, and we have done a very good job. But lately, we're seeing that we're not as energetic as, let's say, my mother or my grandfather. I still admire them, how many things they did, and they did by hand, and they walked important distances to the market and cooked full meals for a big family. And we now are really appalled by simple things like making a sandwich. Why? Because we don't have the energy, and we don't have the energy, and we don't have the drive to do it because something is missing in our lives, and those are supplementation. Starting to supplement is going to be, again, the number one step to healthier life, and you're going to see the results. And it's so easy. You just get the number on your screen, you call or you click on MHC Live, and you get all these things are already put together for you. The mineral concentrate, the vitamin D3, the vitamin E, which is a wonderful product, and the vitamin of energy, which is the B12. All will come to your doorstep.
So, doctor, how important are natural solutions as opposed to drugs or stimulants?
Well, the most important thing is that when you think of supplementation, when you think of natural things, you're thinking of, I'm doing myself a service. I'm getting a healthier body that's going to work better things for me, that's going to be give me the energy, the enjoyment, the full life. I'm going to live longer and healthier. What else can you ask? And if you take a drug or anything like that, you're going to have a temporary result that's not going to last very long. It has to be a lot of side effects to it, and you're going to run through your wallet in no time. So go for the natural way. That's the God's way.
Thank you, doctor. And so maybe you are that person who is wondering if being healthy is even possible for you. Perhaps your family has been plagued with chronic illness or degenerative diseases for generations. If that's you, just listen to Dr. Jerry Hofferth and his thoughts on genetic predisposition.
One of the greatest challenges in our office when we talk to patients who are chronically ill is talking to them about this genetic predisposition. And I think some people, when they have long-term health problems, and their parents did and their grandparents did, they consider themselves to be victims of their genes. And I don't know that that's necessarily true. We really educate and coach people to take control, to provide environments in their life with the way they eat, move, and think that will allow those genes, to good ones to express and bad ones to suppress. And so one of the things we talk about is the environment that you provide on a sustained level, so it has to be long-term environmental exposure, will allow a bad gene to express. So I always use the example of there's been a gene that has been identified for a hangover, and if you have the gene for a hangover and you never consume alcohol, the gene is in your body and it never expresses itself because you've never given it the environment to give it a bath of beer or alcohol. And so the same thing goes for obesity. As I said, as I often talk to my patients about, my mom passed young at the age of 48. She was an insulin-dependent diabetic. She was way overweight. She had a congestive heart, and she had multiple sclerosis. So I know that those genes are in my body. And so knowing that and knowing what I know about health, I provide an environment that reduces my risk and reduces the likelihood that those genes will express. And I do that by eating a very specific healthful diet. I exercise and I manage my mind in a healthy way. the person that comes in the office that talks about not having the time or the resources to make these choices to be healthy, my counter argument is if you exercise for 20 minutes a day, you take a few supplements to make sure that you have all of the things your body needs to be healthy, you do a little bit of work on your mind in a minute or two a day, that's a very simple recipe for improving your ability to be healthy. The consequence of not doing things like that are going to be wildly expensive because you're going to have a chronic degenerative disorder or condition. You're going to be sitting on the bed not feeling very good. And so it's sort of, the model that we use is so efficient and so easy to implement that it should just be part of your daily routine, your family's daily routine, your friends, your coworkers. If you take a couple of simple supplements to make sure that you're genetically or that your body is sufficient, you move a little bit and you do a little bit with your mind, it should just be part of our programming. That's how we're genetically programmed, we're ancestrally programmed for those things, and we've become very different with modern times.
The new U-Pack for me was great.
I got better results than I expected.
The new U-Pack gives you focus and energy and is something that everybody should try.
If you want to feel better, if you want to have a better life, take this new pack.
Wondering what everyone's talking about? It's the new U-Pack from Making Healthy Choices. An exclusive package that can't be found in any store. And the best part? It's only $49.95. And shipping is free. Call or click right now. It's time for life.
I think that the new U-Pack was ideal for somebody like me or the typical American because we're not eating all of the things that we need to eat every day. We're not doing all of the things that we need to do every day. And so when we can get a lot of the vitamins and supplementation, minerals, just in one easy to use package, what do you have to lose? Because if you're feeling a crash at the end of the day, if you're not feeling like you have enough energy, why not try something that's this easy to use like the new U-Pack? For me, taking the new U-Pack was easy, it was effective, it was probably the easiest thing that I've ever done. It was better for me to get all of the things that I need, that my body needs on a daily basis.
And as Glenn just put it, what do you have to lose? Life is calling. It's time to take control of your health. It's time to get off the couch and start investing in a better tomorrow. It's time for a new you. As you've heard throughout this program, one choice can change everything. All your body needs is the necessary tools to express vitality and wellness. And that is precisely what you get with our new U-Pack, so don't wait. Don't put it off. Go to the phone right now. The new U-Pack is only $49.95 and shipping is free. You won't find a deal like this anywhere. And with Making Healthy Choices, you can always order with confidence. If you're not 100% satisfied, we have a money-back guarantee. So pick up the telephone and call 1-800-965-2345 or log on to our website, mhclife.com. It's time for life. It's time for a new you. Call right now.